Russell Westbrook promised that he would be better after Game 2's loss in Portland, and he was. He scored 33 points on 50% shooting tonight as the Thunder defeat the Portland Trail Blazers 120-108. We got a chance to talk to Russ, Paul George, and Portland's Damian Lillard about tonight's game.
You know, he put us on his back.
Russ, Maddie Lee from Oklahoma, same vein. When you said that, did you have specific areas that you were trying to get better at, and do you feel like you did that tonight?
No, just keep playing the same way, being aggressive, finding ways to pick my spots, and then concentrating once I get to my spot. That's about it.
Nick Crane, Forbes. Russ, as a scorer, just playing at home versus on the road, how does that affect your confidence, getting in a rhythm, and just how comfortable you are shooting the ball?
I'm good either way, but I've been in the league a long time.
Brady Trantham, franchise. Okay, Russ, how much better, how different is the floor spacing when guys like Terrence and Jeremy are hitting shots like they did tonight?
They've been making shots all year, man. Like I said, game 1 and 2, we're going to continue to trust, make the right play. Guys are open, you got to make the right play and continue to trust your teammates.
Barry Trammell with the Oklahoma. And Russell, first half, both teams struggled offensively as a sort of a slug of a game. Both teams got going in the second half. What happened that sort of reversed the tone of this game?
Next question.
Yeah, Russ, the fourth quarter, you got a 15-point lead. They catch up. What happened in the last 6, 7, 8 minutes that reversed the momentum and let you guys burst back away?
Kerry Eggers, Portland Tribune. Paul, why did you dunk there at the end of the game?
Next question.
Paul, the old cliche is when you're struggling scoring from the floor, you want to get to the free throw line. So, with how you were shooting tonight, how much better is your confidence by finally getting to the free throw line so many times?
Yeah, I mean, I just through the first 2 games, I just want to attack, want to try to play at the basket. I'm gonna shoot the ball better. I'm gonna make the game easier. A lot of, I'm just getting myself in bad position and over dribbling. When just get to spots, raise up, shoot it with confidence. But that was my game plan: try to attack, play at the rim, and be aggressive.
Paul, you seem to kind of hint a little bit about some adjustments coming in tonight's game. You started out on McCollum, then you took over on Lillard late in the game. And how do you feel like defensively you were able to kind of impact the game individually on those guys?
I mean, just length and just another body. That was really the game plan. Just throw different bodies at them, different length, different players at them. I was just trying to make it as tough as possible. Those 2 can score the ball. It is what it is, but you just try to make it as tough as possible.
We'll open up for questions.
Dame, Jay with The Athletic. Was there anything that spurred your third quarter kind of outburst?
I mean, we had a 10-point deficit to end the half, and I thought for most of the first half we played the way we wanted to. Obviously, we had a few more turnovers than we would have liked, but we just wanted to keep it a close game. Make them work for everything. We knew it was going to be physical, and I thought we did that until the last few minutes. And then we're looking at a 10-point deficit at the half. So in the third quarter, I knew I needed to be a little more aggressive so it didn't get away from us early and just give us a chance to, like I said earlier, just make it a 5-minute game, keep it close, and then turn it into a late game where they got to go take it. And I thought we did a great job of that. And that third quarter, I kind of had that in mind. Just keep it close, make sure that we in striking range to steal one.
So it was just a coincidence that it happened right after Russ rocked the baby?
I didn't even see him do it. A lot of times I'm not, I'm waiting for the ball to be inbounded, so I'm not looking at what's going on, going the other way. So, rock the baby on a jump shot. You can do that all day.
KCOLTrailblazers.com. In that same vein, did you notice Dennis Schroeder tapping his wrist in the fourth quarter? And if so, what did you think of it?
Yeah, I did see it. I thought it was kind of funny, that he waited so late in the game when he knew that it was, the game was decided to do it. And he also hadn't done that. He hadn't pulled that out the first two games. So I thought that was interesting.
AJ McCord, CBS Portland. Seemed like the fouls started pretty early. When the game gets in foul trouble early, how does it change the game plan later in the game?
We didn't change our game plan. We knew that it was going to be a physical game because, so far this entire series has been really physical. But you don't get the benefit of the doubt on the road. I think on both sides, both teams played really physical, and they lived at the free throw line and we didn't.
Royce Young, ESPN, over here, Dave. The back and forth stuff with Russell, though, you guys are both highly competitive guys. How much does that energize you when you guys are talking and all that stuff goes back and forth?
I mean, it is what it is. I wouldn't say it energizes me. Like I said, it's somebody's team has to lose, and that's all it is.
You had a fantastic third quarter. What did they do in the fourth quarter to slow you down and kind of kill the momentum? I think their defense pretty much stayed the same. They got a little bit more aggressive on the ball. Instead of the big just trying to stay in front of me, they were coming up a little higher. I noticed that they put Grant in it, somebody that's more agile, athletic. So maybe they could try to trap it or be more aggressive. But I thought I was still able to turn the corner. I think they just wanted me to get rid of the ball instead of keep scoring the ball. And we got good looks. We just weren't able to make shots fall.
Maddie Lee, the Oklahoman. Dame, it seemed like, you mentioned them bringing in Grant. Seemed like they had George on you and McCollum more often than they had in the first couple games. How did that change the way you guys are approaching the way they're guarding you?
My approach is going to be the same regardless. I know what I'm trying to get done, and that's all I focus on, no matter about the other stuff, who's guarding and what they trying to do. I'm trying to figure out how can I get to the spots I want to get to. How can I get done what I'm trying to get done? And that's all my focus is.
Dame, just in general, between the Thunder shooting better than 50% from three and having a fairly large free throw discrepancy, how do you leave this game? Do you feel confident about the game four chances? Do you feel like you missed an opportunity in game three?
I think we feel like we had an opportunity. We tied the game up in the fourth quarter, which is what we wanted, a close game going into the fourth quarter and just put that pressure on them. And I thought we did that. But like I said, we with our physicality, I think that put them on the line. So in certain situations, we might have to be a little bit smarter and realize how the game is being called. If it's a quick whistle to every bump and every little grab and contact in the paint, we got to recognize that and say, okay, maybe we need to dial it back a little bit. But in a lot of those situations, they were getting to the free throw line and they were drawing contact, making smart plays, and we can't just continue to do the same thing when we recognize that they're getting the whistle. They're going to the line because of how aggressive we are. So we just got to be smarter. But I think we go into game four liking where we are. It was a competitive game. Got to the fourth quarter and we had a shot. So we want to make it that same type of game for game four. Make them earn it and make them beat us.
Matt Reynolds, CBS, Oklahoma City Radio. Dame, what was your thought on the dunk as time expired?
I didn't really see it. I don't know. It was after the clock, but just doing that, whatever. I don't really care. It's the playoffs. People do things that maybe they're trying to get under somebody's skin or maybe trying to make a statement or I don't know. It don't matter. The game was over. The game was decided. Typically, people say, you don't do stuff like that. But honestly, I really couldn't care less. The game had been decided, and if that's something that they needed to do to make themselves feel more dominant or feel better, then, so be it.